but there's so many great organizations that are doing so many great things out there that you can support on May 7th during the Big Give all day long, and we'll be a big part of that. With us this morning is a guy who has yet another area that's doing a wonderful job getting the word out there and providing a very meaningful kind of entertainment. He's Pastor Dave McDowell of the Stewartstown United Methodist Church, and they've got a special event going on over there. Hey, Dave, how are you? Great to have you in this morning.
Good morning, Gary. It's good to talk to you.
Well, it's an honor to have you with us, Pastor. And Jesus Christ Superstar production coming up. Tell us about that and how it relates to the Give Local York initiative right now.
Sure. I think there's two levels about this. One is, I think, 1 year, literally almost 1 year to the day, during Holy Week of next year, we're going to be presenting an alumni performance of Jesus Christ Superstar at Allegro Winery just north of Stewartstown.
Okay.
And I really believe we're going to be bringing in some of our best alumni from across the country, both on stage, technically, on staff, to really pull this off, coming together 7 days before the show and getting it together for a Thursday or Friday and Saturday performances during Holy Week of next year. It's quite an ambitious project, but we fully believe we can do it. That being said, that all comes out of what we've had as a 42-year run of our summer theater program for high school youth, and during that time, we've had over 4,000 young people come through our program, and in the latter years, as they become adults, they have asked if they could do an alumni production, and I kind of laughed. I just didn't feel there was time in our schedule during the year to do it. But when the thought of doing Jesus Christ Superstar came up, I thought, we could pull that off during April. But that's the surface part of it. I believe we're going to bring a theater production to Southern York County that region has never seen at that level before. But the underlying part is the sense of that I've found in 42 years working with theater is that everybody at the core of their existence needs to have a feeling that they belong.
Yeah.
And because they belong, that affects the quality of their mental health, their emotional health, their spiritual health. I fully believe that we have serviced many young people over the years and increased the quality of their life because of what we've done. In fact, when we came into the COVID, the quarantine last year, we maintained our 41st consecutive production during the summer by moving it outdoors. Worked with over 100 people, young people, had no cases of COVID pop up because we did it well. And I just believe that who we are, that we really make the quality of life better for everybody that's involved with us.
I know one of the things on your website you talk about is the production serves as a catalyst for conversations around faith and spiritual fellowship with the ultimate goal of building bridges and providing resources for the community. I think that's so important, getting back that idea of having conversations. For people who are saying, okay, so how do we help you out, Dave? What is this going for in the long run as far as our dollars going into your organization? Tell people a little bit about that directly and how it will help you directly.
That's a great question. Like I said, the show itself is just the surface level, what everybody sees first of all. Right now, we're even developing programs and ministries just to reach out and connect with people, particularly young people, who may feel not connected to anything vital, but do it in a way in which maybe we haven't done it before. For example, maybe establish baking classes where young people can come and learn how to make or cook or bake something, or have a regular scheduled bike trips or whatever young people find important to them, and use that as the beginning of bringing people together. We've been so disassociated during this last year. We're not devoid in Southern York County of the problems that are everywhere of the food distress, just violence. I mean, we just had a shooting just near Stewartstown over the weekend. All those issues that are affecting us, mental illness, are so apparent. And we just believe in Stewartstown that we can do nothing or we can do something. Either way, we're going to come out of this pandemic different than we were before, but we want to come out of it much better, able to reach people outside the walls of a church and really meet people right where they are.
That's a great goal to have, a great mission to have. Pastor Dave McDowell, Stewartstown United Methodist Church, and they are having Jesus Christ Superstar as a production a year from now, and they're also building a theater, a full theater right now in the grounds of Allegro Winery. He talked about that. Machinery rentals, construction materials to dumpsters and bathrooms. I mean, they're going to be providing all this and need your help. So as you think about the big give on May 7th, one of the groups you want to think about, Stewartstown United Methodist Church. They're presenting Jesus Christ Superstar, and maybe you could be a superstar by helping out with some dollars on that day as you think about all the various places you want to allocate your dollars on the day of the big give. Dave, thanks so much for all you're doing for people down in the Stewartstown area, and I hope people will take a look at what you're doing on May 7th. Thank you for being with us this morning, and really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Gary. Have a great day.
You too. Be safe. Pastor Dave McDowell, Stewartstown United Methodist Church, part of the Big Give on May 7th. Check them out at givelocalyork.org and just search for Stewartstown United Methodist Church.